name is Seth Haley, and I perform as Com Truise, and this is my live rig. I guess the brain would be the APC 40, just kind of, this is where I do the sequencing for the tracks live. And it's very simple. I have it set up with, this channel is drums, and then, the main melody of the songs, I'd say. Some effects come through channel 3. Channel 4 is leads and things of that nature. And channel 5 is bass. And 6 is kind of just whatever else I have, maybe effects, and if I have some bass guitar or something in the track. It's kind of a random channel. Then I have 2 input channels for the 2 synths that I have and the master. And then it's just, I adjust the sends for reverbs and delays and things like that. Controlling the filters for each track. Basically, and these are just a track, no track. So, just that's really simple, and then just launch them, as a song, and then adjust what I can, and, make it as different as the record as possible without losing the same feeling, This is just for the visual part. It's just where the information that I have programmed into the tracks just sends a signal to Resolume through Ableton to Resolume to trigger certain things happening on the on the LED panels behind me. And then I have the MPD32, which I just use for effects and certain things, some looping, some pitch shifting things. It's it's pretty simple too. Just I have a couple banks of just kind of filtery kind of effects and delays and things. Each knob is set to pitch, bending a whole track, and then the pads are just for effects, launching kind of granular kind of noises and kind of swells and things of that nature, and some filtery sweeps and stuff like that for the tracks, kind of on the master section. And then the ABC Mini is just for the visuals. It's it's just on and off for chases and strobing and things of that nature. But yeah, it's just for the visuals. And then next to that, I have the Elektron Digitakt, which I picked up right before tour started, and I use it, for percussion, kind of accenting. Just kind of sprinkle it in there when it's needed. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting little drum machine. It's small, it's nice, it's very small. This is just the brain for the LED panels. It just sends the information to them, so it's displayed properly. Just for my interface, I just use the Focusrite Scarlett. It's just, it's accessible for the most part. You can get it at most, guitar centers or whatever if you need to on the road. So, I've been through a few of them, but it's pretty sturdy. It's a pretty sturdy little thing. It does a job. And then I'm currently rolling with the Dave Smith OB6, which I really, really like. It's nice and bright, and to have a kind of a classic Oberheim synth come out, well, in this day and age, I was definitely very keen on owning this one. So, and I'm very, very happy with this. It was used a lot on the record iteration that just came out. So if I did, I used to use the Mofo, and then I had the Mofo X4. I actually brought both of them out for a long time, and I brought the Juno a few times, and Octave Cat and things like that. And they just, as much as you try to take care of them, they still get beat up. But this seems to be pretty sturdy. These panels get loose, but that's just kind of just one of those things. That's why I travel with a screwdriver. Right. But yeah, it's just. It sits in the studio. It's definitely right there. I got the Prophet 6 and the OB6. They're both right stacked up next to each other. I use both for various things. I've always been a big Oberheim fan. I mean, I picked up an expander a long time ago, and I use that on almost every song. I love that sound. It's so bright, sharp. But yeah, this is the OB6 is nice. It's pretty sturdy. It's kind of a classic take, For the outboard processing, I don't do too much. It's really, and even the processing that happens to these, to the instruments on the computer is just a little delay and reverb. Maybe not. I don't even think I have chorus on them anymore. Yeah, there's a little. No, yeah. but it's real simple. I mean, you know, both of these have built-in effects too, so which I really like the effects on the OB6. They're pretty good, and you know, plenty of cables up here. This just is the processing for the panels, just the visuals. It's just a card that you know, sends the information to the panels, and then the computer. It's just I create a Wi-Fi network, and Ableton and Resolume speak to each other, and it's just kind of it's just the language that's programmed in there. There's some Access MSP kind of plugins happening where they just to get the, you know, to send the information to, you know, between the programs to display the visuals, and yeah, that's pretty much it.